I'm Ethan, I love muzzleloading. Today I have some fantastic news that more RWS caps are in the country and heading to distributors right now. In a Facebook post shared by ShootsEnergetics, the import company in Texas that brings in Schutzen and Swiss black powder to the United States, we saw a great picture of an entire pallet of RWS caps that were already in Texas and heading to distributors right now. This is great news because shortly after publishing the last video, we actually saw a ton of the RWS caps that were in circulation go out of stock at many retailers. There were a couple still out there the last time I checked a few days ago that still had some caps, but those were primarily the distributors or the businesses that had placed a cap on the amount of caps, or a limit on the amount of caps that you could purchase by one person at one time. We don't have any details on how many caps are coming in this shipment, but the last shipment of these RWS caps, if it was any similar in size, lasted about 2 weeks before it went totally out of stock. So if this is a similar amount of caps, I think people will be a little bit more aware that there are caps in country now, simply because we saw that first shipment in late June here. So I think people are kind of, their ears are perked up about it. So this could go out of stock a little bit quicker, but I anticipate, you know, many people that were hurting for caps or desperately needing them purchased in bulk in the last shipment. So I'm hoping that more caps stay in stock a little bit longer this time for people out there that didn't get them in the first round. Now, I'm publishing this rather quickly after seeing this news here, you can see, but I wanted to bring everybody up to speed on this because I just saw this news. So be aware and be checking your favorite muzzleloading supply shops online and in person for when these caps could come into stock. I had a ton of comments in the last video about the RWS caps that they were already out of stock by the time people saw the video. So I wanted to get this one out before these hit the retailers so that you could check these out and be on the lookout for them. So we know that this is the second official shipment of RWS caps into the United States this year. It's really the second in as many months. ShootsEnergetics also said in their Facebook post that they're hoping to get at least one more shipment of RWS caps in the country, or they're working towards that. So we don't know for sure if another round of RWS caps, as we see in this photograph, if another shipment like this is coming into the country, but we know that that is being worked on, and I think that is some great news for us. So if you missed out on the first round of caps, try to get in on this round of caps, but if somehow you miss this round of caps, do your best and keep an eye out, and I'll do my best to keep everybody as informed as I can for a possible third shipment of these RWS caps to come into the country. I know some distributors, single distributors or single retailers, were getting as many as 1 million RWS caps. They come in a tin of 250, but that is still quite a few caps in the country at individual retailers. So even if just a few retailers were able to get up to 1 million caps here, that's still quite a few. I don't know that it's going to be enough to satisfy demand right now, because many people see this as an opportunity to stock up in case next year or the next 2 years are empty as far as RWS caps go, like we have seen in the past few years here. But 1 million caps going to single distributors or single retailers here, I think is good news, and I hope to see that continue with this shipment. Still too early to tell, but that's what we saw in the last one, so I think we can see something similar in this shipment. I have to give a big shout out to ShootsEnergetics down there in Texas. They have been doing an incredible job over the past few years to do their best to meet and sometimes exceed demand for muzzleloading supplies here in the United States. Huge thank you to them for what they've been doing through the powder shortages and now the cap shortages. This is just, I think, incredible. And like they say in their Facebook post, you know, remember them. Remember the work that these people have been doing to keep black powder enthusiasts and muzzleloading enthusiasts going here through everything that we've gone through in the past few years. If you're just getting into muzzleloading during this period, know that this is abnormal, but know that ShootsEnergetics has been there working to support muzzleloading enthusiasts and black powder enthusiasts in general around the country, working day and night, I know. This is not sponsored by any means. I just want to put out thanks where thanks are due. That's all I've got for you. I hope this is informative. Like I said, keep an eye out for your favorite muzzleloading retailers. I've got a list of them at ilovemuzzleloading.com/101 for you to check out, or /muzzleloading 101, where you can find some trusted retailers that are definitely not scams. Keep a lookout for your scams. We've talked about that in some other videos, but make sure you're looking out for your buddies. Make sure you're buying from a reputable business. There's a ton of great businesses here in the muzzleloading community that actively care about this community and the well-being like we're seeing out of ShootsEnergetics here. So thank you to Shootsin, and thank you to all the retailers and all the muzzleloading workers in this industry that have been keeping this going. I know it's been a rough couple years. I'm hoping that we start to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. I'm Ethan, I love muzzleloading. We'll catch you next time.